Hey, hey, beautiful souls. How goes your flow? Welcome to this Sunday evening-ish, late afternoon live. My name's lisalyle, and this is my channel here on YouTube, and we're going to see what today's going to bring through. There's been a big kind of energy shift in the last, since Virgo season started. So the last 36 to 48 hours or so. So we're going to tune in and see what comes up. I feel like there's not much personally that I want to say. So I'm kind of here today. I won't say against my will. I will say that coming here, being guided to come here and do this live today, there was some level of resistance within me. Like, I'm not sure why. So we'll tune into it and see what's going on here. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, I need more butane. So at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting our greatest and highest manifestation, wishes and dreams coming true in this lifetime. And so that kind of is the feel. So we are in Virgo season. Virgo, that virginal, mothering, nurturing energy, the healer, the divine feminine, the essence of the divine feminine. We've shifted from Leo season, which was really about the pride and the divine royalty coming online, both the masculine and feminine. And it feels as we've shifted into Virgo season, as I said, in the last 36 hours, there's been quite an energetic shift, maybe even 24 hours. So yesterday, we had the new moon, the 22nd, 23rd. And so we're still in this energy of the new moon. We're still in this energy of manifestation. Hey, Kiva, welcome, sis. We're still in this newness of the season. And what I have found has come with it. Yesterday, there was very much, and even this morning, actually, as the day's gone on, my energy's kind of like become more, maybe a little bit of sulking. I don't know. But yesterday was very much about getting out there and celebrating and treating the self to some, just treating the self. It's not something that many of us often do. Every year around the time of my birth to earth day, I tend to treat myself. And so I found some new little rings. Peridot, what a lucky find. It's so gorgeous. And of course, it is my birthstone. And then this beauty, which I was kind of like, oh, I don't know. It looks kind of chintzy, whatever, little girl like. And there was such a strong call to get it. And the energy of it is the twin soul energy and the cosmic or the universal butterflies coming online. And interestingly enough, this is one that I haven't been guided to take off since I bought it. Oh, and then over here, on my, so every Virgo season, I wear my little peridot with my sapphire crown. And yesterday I found this beautiful antique ring. They're all antiques, sapphire. It's a blue sapphire with fluorite on the side. And so it does feel like as we come into Virgo season, there may be a little bit of I'm hearing anticipation, particularly if you've been waiting on someone, if you've been waiting on something to shift in your experience, you may be getting, what am I just heard, it's like anticipation fatigue. Like I'm really, honestly. So, and then again, I giggle about that, but like, let's be real. It's challenging. It's challenging um, when we have come to this life as the seed of faith, the seed of consciousness, here to go through all the stuff that we've already been through, and to make the breakthroughs, and to clear up the karmic debts and contracts that we came to clear up, and then to move into the preordained, if you will, like the destined experience of the child of light, you and I. As we await the destined, if you will, as we anticipate the destined, the fated events, the fated connections, we can feel challenged in that energy because we want it, and we want it now, right? And it's like, and then not just that, we want it and we want it now, also fear and doubt creeps in. Like, is it not really meant to be? Is it not something I'm meant to experience? And this can be anything. It can be work, relationships. It can be any number of things. We're all doing our own journey. So when we're waiting on these things, these destined or fated events to take place in our life, can we still show up for ourselves consistently? Can we still show up for ourselves gracefully and gently? Because the mind may pick up pace, right? The ego, the doubting Thomas may get loud again in the head and say, no, no, it's not meant to be yours. No, no, you can't go. And that's only because when we're so close to um, the wheel of destiny, the wheel of fate, when it's turned in our favor, all of us here, when we're so close, of course, there's going to be the little fear monkeys and stuff that want to be planting or pecking or just seeding doubt in us. And the strongest message that has been coming through is, don't give up. You've made the breakthrough. You've made the break free. What is meant to be will be. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours, you see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. So can we be at peace? I'm no Doris Day, but I'll give it a good lisalyle effort. Can we be at peace as what will be, will be? Because there's not a whole heck of a lot. I mean, I'm not sure if this is making sense to anyone that's here. Hey, Christine, welcome. Like I said, I was really resistant to coming and hitting live today. I'm saying to my guys, like, what am I going to talk about? There's nothing I want to talk about. Even if there's something I could talk about, I'm not talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. And that's where I'm kind of like in this like defiant little Lisa stage. Like I said, I want what I want. I want it. I want it now. And so when we're like the defiant little child, kicking and screaming, what do? Get up and dance. Get up and dance. And so that has been a big theme. Yeah, that has been a big theme. in recent days. You know, I've often considered myself a writer. Writers write. I resist that a lot of times. You know what I do? I guess dancers dance. I dance all the time. And it's the only way I can get through the day, honestly, feeling grounded, feeling centered, feeling in charge of my emotional waters, feeling in tune to my higher self and intuition, in inner listening, inner wishing, whatever. Um, our intuition, you know, it's never been more important for us to honor our intuition. This is a time of, it's like we've been initiated. We've been speaking about this for a while, right? We're in the like graduation phase. And Virgo season is the graduation phase, the coming out, the harvest. My right ear is going crazy. The coming out, the harvest. It's so important. It's like critically important that we continue to trust and honor our intuition and the inner vision. We've got Grandmother Moon here. So it does feel, and then we have a rider on a horse, forward movement, communication. It's like clearing things up. What was hidden now comes to light in our life. And can we, as we await what has been hidden to resurface, can we be okay being the solitary rider on our own personal horse to freedom, continuing to self-reflect, honor the inner rhythms and our intuition. And this is a number 4. The moon is a divine feminine energy. The 4 is the angelic realms as well as the divine masculine. 4 is the emperor energy. And so everything's a mirror, right? What's happening for us is happening for the counterpart energy as well. And there is this tremendous leveling up on both sides, like both ways. Oh, I'm glad it makes sense. Oh, thank you. I think this was like a nightshirt my son bought me many years ago when he was quite young. This is probably like, I don't know, 15, 20 years old. I love it. It's good 100% cotton. Okay, let's see what else is coming up. So how are you all feeling? What's going on in your world? I right before the live, I kept receiving this message. Remember when you were young and you used to, like, maybe you still do, like blow out the candle on the birthday cake or the candles on the birthday cake? And everyone's like, make a wish, make a wish. And then you blow out the candle and then, you know, they tell you you can't tell anyone your wish or it's not going to come true. That's kind of where Lisa is feeling at these days. Lisa has a birthday wish. I have a birthday wish, a burning heart's desire, soul's desire. And it feels like I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to think about it because if I do, it's not going to come true. It's like I just saw a bubble bursting, you know? And so it feels like some things are meant to be kept precious, just between us. Yeah, it has been strange. I'm really tired too. I go to bed early all the time. Like I'm on today's day 1 of my, well, the first day I don't have to go to work on my vacation. And like yesterday I was out and about. This morning I went out to an old flea market early and was home, I think, by 11, and thought I'd go out to nature, over to the park. It's just across the street, and really had no motivation to do it just wanted to lay outside in my zero gravity chair. That's another thing that's been coming up. So I bought myself this zero gravity chair, not the the original zero gravity. I bought an imitation. I bought a fake. And you know what? Fakes are never as good as the original. You know, imitation may be great flattery, but it's never like the original. So there's a message in that. So I'm really a little bit disappointed in my zero gravity chair because it doesn't go back as far as I'd like it to go back, and it's not as comfortable as my old one, and blah 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 blah. So I laid out there in my substandard, subpar zero gravity chair, and that was the stuff mulling around in my mind, like nothing that's like a copy. No, you can't recreate an original, right? We are the original that cannot be recreated. Nor should we attempt to emulate. I mean, we can be inspired by others and be inspired by their integrity, their transparency, their courage, whatever it is that is inspiring to us. Yet we would never want to be that person. We can only take what that person has shown us, has shared with us, and integrate it somehow into our own life. So we become a better version of self. Here again, turtle, slow and steady. Like this is the thing. Grounding, steady, progress, solidity. Number 5. So whatever it is, whenever like, okay, so us humans, we have a way with things, right? We like to control. Our ego wants to control and push and impose and, do it in our time and blah, blah, blah. When we're working in the scheme of divine time and the spiritual realms and soul alignment, it doesn't unfold. Like we say today at 7:00, I want this, this, and that. Well, chances are you're not going to get what you want at 7:00 unless it's something you can do for yourself. When it has to do with anyone else, we just have to freaking let go and trust that God knows. Well, we can trust that whenever communication does open up and things get moving along for us, whether it's a new romantic endeavor, whether it's a new project at work, whether it's a new creative pursuit, we can trust that the connections that we make are balanced. They're grounded in it, like emotionally grounded and balanced. What do I want to say? Supportive boundaries, good boundary setting. Number 17 is the star card. We can trust that where we're being led is healing for our heart. We can trust that as we stay put and continue to self-reflect and do what we need to do to get through in making spiritual progress, because that's what we're doing. Success, hope. When you don't feel very hopeful for what it is that you hope for, you can get a little, whatever, poo poo, it's not going to come, right? Remain hopeful. This is like the Empress energy. Again, the path of freedom, step by step. 3, 4, 5. The Empress, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. I just heard what I just heard. Traditional connections coming online. You can't fake what is real. Like you can't fake a zero gravity chair. You can make a similar chair but it's not a zero gravity chair. It's not a zero gravity chair. So we're being asked to rest and renew And this is perfect timing with this new moon. And again, we've got the stag energy here, divine masculine. The tiger's eye on the back of the body, the divine masculine, protective, loving, kind, courageous, stable, self reflective, honoring their own intuition. Again, it's this mirroring energy. Mirror, mirror. Oh, look at this. I didn't even notice. I put the deck upside down and we've got 21 there. Divine masculine, again, like this elk stag energy. The world, once we get to the world, once we complete the cycle, once we complete the cycle, then we have to be willing to begin again. A new journey begins, right? When we get to the world, that's a completion. We're wrapping it up and we begin again. The new journey as the child of light, as the one here to experience a life and the world as a delight. They are really beautiful cards. And there's a strong presence of the masculine here in this energy. It's actually, let's be honest about it, it's actually a really balanced energy. We've got the feminine over here, the turtle and the owl. And over here we have like the elk and the stag, I believe. And then here we have the eagle. And that's like this, the eagle feels like the merging of the masculine and feminine, both directly connected to source, both receiving guidance and information and intuitive hits, and both being guided to step into the new beginning, to step into the new experience, the expanded experience of love and divine harmonics, and the harmonics of the interdependent, not codependent, the interdependent connections. Spirit path of the north, being guided by source. I mean, we don't have to do what God or source wants us to do. And yet, if you're watching this, why wouldn't you? You're a spiritual warrior. It's what you came for. And it feels like some of us are at the verge. Like, I have to be honest, I've been saying it for a while. I feel like I'm on the verge of like wishes and dreams coming true. Like, honestly, the wishes and dreams coming true. Like Lisa's happily ever after, Lisa's fairy tale ending. And you may be feeling a similar thing in your life as well. And when we are so close and when we feel this, again, we can become discouraged because we have to remember the dynamic, the dance of the polarities, the dance of the feminine and the masculine, and it takes great courage to step into your role as leader, as a masculine energy in a world that has deemed masculine energy as toxicity. And then women who are like settled right into their masculine energy, it's something, this world it's all inverted, and it's like to be celebrated, a woman in her masculine power. Well, how about celebrating women in their femininity, in their gentleness, in their softness? And this is a part of the healing. This is a part of the dance. And it's life, right? But we're all directly connected to source, and we're told to go direct to source, and to trust the purity of our heart. Like, you've grown so much, you've come so far. Did I not show you guys my new birthday present I bought myself? Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. It wasn't expensive. It may look expensive. Yeah, these dreams. I know, isn't it amazing? I wish they had more. I may have bought myself a couple more. Yeah, this was one of my treats I bought myself yesterday as well. beautiful selenite. Yeah, I'd like a log. I did see logs one time, not yesterday, but. And so again, it does feel like I've got a lot of selenite around these days. And again, selenite really works to clear our energetic space. This large chunk will cover off most of this apartment I live in. And plus there's a lot more selenite in the home space as well. But I've really been guided to keep the energetic field very pure. And again, it takes time for us. It also requires time and attention for us to keep our thoughts pure. And then under the corn planting moon, we have the frog clan, purification. Again, 6, lovers, sacred union, choice point, cleansing, releasing, and healing. Probably the goddess of the moon, Selena. Yeah, probably. I mean, everything's connected, right? Astrologically, I listened to before I came live today. I was just puttering around and I listened to the story of White Buffalo Calf Woman, and she really she came to be the bridge of the heaven on earth experience. The path of forgiveness. We must forgive ourselves over and over again. And we must understand when we step into, okay, these are it for the cards. Oh, and the new beginning. We'll go over those and then we're going to call it. Okay, we could just keep going here. When we step forward on our path, when we step forward into these new beginnings, oftentimes there may be fear attached to it based on, how it's going to turn out, right? Because we never know. It's a roll of the dice, right? It's a roll of the dice. The message we received for the Virgo new moon, the first Virgo new moon at 0 degrees, was to step up and step in, go for it. And we often don't forgive ourselves. And so because we're very unforgiving of ourselves, we feel like other people perhaps can't forgive us, or, situations can't be mended or healed because of whatever transpired back there. We're the bridges. We are the forgivers. We are the healers. We are the ones who are open with, really just this awe and wonder of the great mystery, of the magical unfolding of our life. And if you've been told, or if you ever heard in your life that, your wishes and dreams can't come true, that's childish. That's not a very, worthwhile dream. Hey, you know what? If it means something to you, it's a worthwhile dream. It doesn't have to mean anything to anybody else. They've got their own wishes and dreams, right? Everyone's got their own wishes and dreams. Our focus is our own wishes and dreams. And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about our wishes and dreams. Because we're all incredibly spiritually connected. And, I was talking about the white buffalo calf woman, and we have white buffalo or bison here. And 9, we're in the season of the hermit, the Virgo. But we were told at the beginning of the year that the Virgo is coming out this year and letting their star out of their lantern. And it makes sense because at the beginning of the year, when that message was coming in, I didn't know that there were 2 Virgo new moons. Maybe some of you did. I know I certainly didn't. And so it speaks volumes that Virgo season is the season that the hermit comes out and shares their star of healing, shares their wisdom, shares from a place of deep spiritual connection. You know, it's not about saying, oh, like I'm the expert on this. I know everything there is to know on the spiritual path, blah, blah, blah. Not at all. It's a continual unfolding. It's as long as we're living and breathing, it's ever changing. There's going to be an expanded opportunity for healing, for clarity, for connection, for gifts from the divine when we're spiritually aligned. Our path in this lifetime is of devotion to the sacredness of self. And it's not self-centered and it's not selfish and it's none of those things you've been told. It's absolutely a worthwhile endeavor. It's so important. God said so. Father, Son, direct to source, direction, illumination, active growth. Growth at times is passive, and we're moving into like the passive seasons in our life as we approach autumn and stuff. We're still in an active season of growth, beginning to harvest the growth of the season. The new beginning. Remember, we were told the other day to go in the medicine wheel from the south, go around, exit through the east, lay everything down and come back in for the new beginning. Here it is, number 10. It's destiny. It's fated. You know, the mind can stop it and the human can stop it at their own detriment, at the expense of their joy, at the expense of fulfillment, like true spiritual fulfillment in this lifetime. That's what I'm here for. And most of you who are connected with me, that's what you're here for. Some of you may be coming back, though. I've been told I'm not coming back. This is it. And I was always like, really? And, you know, I can begin to see the truth of that. And then we have these three beauties coming out together. Love, the great star nation, polar bear, and the butterfly clan. The transformation. Beyond the mental clatter, I was going to say, chitter chatter, about beyond the mental chatter, we get clarity and we're transformed. It's a spiritual journey. This is about our spiritual essence, the self, which is the container of the soul. Again, another 6, lovers, choice point. What do you choose? What are you going to decide? What are you going to do? Because you're being guided, and you're being guided in the direction of wishes and dreams coming true. Good fortune, fate, destiny, lucky time, fortunate time. 15, the devil. The devil's in the details, in the mind. But destiny's on your side. 10. The soul song of love is singing now. And connections that are made at this time are connections of lifetimes. Partnerships, unconditional love, rejuvenation, new beginnings, new thought processes. I don't know. And inspiration. 10. Are you going to allow soul? Are you going to allow God, the great mystery, to guide you on this path of deepening spiritual connection, wrapping up the karmic lessons, and moving into the experience of destined and fated events for this lifetime, fated connections? Divine union, sacred union, here to restore righteousness upon this planetary realm for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So, I'm hot. Can you tell? I'm starting to sweat here. This 100% cotton top has got me heated up. Yeah, so I don't know if there's anything else I'm guided to share. Like I said, there's probably more I could talk about it, but I don't want to. So I'm not. I'm going to just pout. I'm going to pout and probably twist and shout and shake it all out and go for a walk with the dogs. And then I have a phone date with my aunt in Nova Scotia this evening. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be quite a yarn. I'm sure we'll be on the phone for a couple hours. And yeah, so I don't know, ladies and gents, if there's any gents here. I don't know. Yeah, twist and shout. What song did I hear earlier? It was funny. I sang the whole song and then no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Let's see. Let's get us a couple affirmations and then I'm gonna go. I like the messages that came through today. And, I think we just have to keep being like really gentle with ourselves and getting the rest like that we need and working with the crystals that we need. This one may join me in bed tonight. I don't know. It's honestly, my bed these days is like a quarry in there. And I just kind of hop in and see where everything lands and trust that it's where it's meant to be. Yeah, okay, so let's get a couple affirmations. Yeah, well, the thing with placing it under my bed is I don't have my bed up off of the ground. The box spring sits on the ground currently. Oh, this is beautiful. 13, the death card. 13, divine feminine. 3 + 1, the divine masculine. That 4 energy. Solar power coming online. Solar plexus coming online and soul love coming online. It's already online. And it's just about taking action in the direction that the soul guides. I take actions daily that awaken my personal power. When we sit in the indecisive energy, we're giving our power to the ego. Where spirit guides us, there's a feeling where we're guided from spirit. Truly, it doesn't bring. There may be nervous energy. There may be nerves at play. Yet it brings feelings of peace and ease and excitement. Hey, Patricia. Patricia. I'm thinking of work. Sorry, Pamela. Hey, Sweet Pea, how's it going? And another one. The Sun Goddess, again, number 33, the path of forgiveness, the path of the Christic light. I'm feeling very... the ultimate divine feminine in her power. And with that being said, with the ultimate divine feminine in her power, there is the counterpart that matches that energetic signature, the soul signature. And when they come together, balance, harmonic balance, harmony, peace, understanding, compassion. It's this energy of elevation. And Archangel Raphael is the archangel that governs the heart space and healing and guides us in the direction of love. And yes, the direction of love is always inward. And then we get to a point that we're being called to go in the direction of love that is external to us. And don't trip ourselves up. Let us not trip ourselves up, stumbling over thoughts of what might be, what could be, and no, don't. Our love is the medicine that the world needs, and that's the truth. Believe it to me. I'm not lying. I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. Again, the direction of the east, the new beginning, right? The new beginning, the inspired thought, the wheel of destiny, the wheel of fate has turned in our favor. Are we going to go for it? Are we going to perpetuate the karmic loop? It's a no-brainer for people like me and you. It should be a no-brainer. And then this, I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. And this is number 29. This is 11, a master number. And this is who we are. And not everything is black or white. There's a lot of gray matter. There's the space in between. And, black and white, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, and the seed of the other within each is, it's, again, it's the beautiful harmonics. And it's like the light that merges and dances between the trees. That's always how I see and feel the feminine and masculine as the sacred trees of life, deeply rooted, intimately connected, and, doing the dance of life. I heard again that fits of delight, but it's more than that. But it's gone. And then, is that the integration? Oh my God. So Archangel Raphael, again, the angel of love, the angel who governs our heart, is bringing this affirmation to us. I invite Archangel Raphael to bring healing and knowledge into my life. You have all the knowledge within you. And when we have the knowledge, when we have the information, then we're being called to take action. Love is an action. And you can hog it all for yourself. You can share it with the world, right? It's up to us. And, integration of the truth that we know, working with the angelic and the cosmic realms, creator, source, our higher self, our, with the higher self and the multidimensional planes that we reside within are guiding and supporting us at this time. I can't stress the importance of connections that are coming online or that intended to come online at this time in this lifetime have been made. And now it's about the personal choice of the individuals to either go forward and reestablish the connection in this lifetime or to not. So trust that you are being guided, trust that we are always guided, and do the things that support you in navigating this crazy little thing called life. So, yeah, the zebra card's super cool. Sun gazing, super cool. I'm sorry to hear about your father again, Pamela. It's been a long road with you, but your father is so lucky to have you as his daughter in this life to care for him. So I'm sending massive waves of love to you and your dad, Pamela. And with that being said, everyone, I'm gonna go get myself something to eat. I'm gonna go maybe lay in my zero gravity chair for a little bit and then take the doggos for a stroll. And yeah, that's that. So I will be back here live tomorrow at 12:21. And what's tomorrow? The 25th of August. Yeah. So I'll be back with you tomorrow. I hope until then you all have an amazing evening, day, or night whenever you're catching this. And I trust that something here has made sense to you. I have to be honest, I feel a little slightly meh, meh. I feel a little bit eh. But that'll shift. I'll just go dance it out and it'll move along. And yeah, I'll be happily singing a song again later today. So, with that being said, everyone, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Pamela, Kiva, Christine, thanks so much for engaging and being here. Those of you catching it on the replay, thanks so much for being here. Hit the thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do consider and introduce yourself in the comments down below. Until tomorrow, everyone, take good care. And thanks for showing up and pouring some of your love into my cup. I am eternally grateful in the present now. Until next time, take good care.